गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो वरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। So we saw samvritya. Everything is the empirical world which are actually caused by ignorance. That is called samvriti. So everything is that we saw. So jati abhavat uchchedah tena nasti vai kasyachid hetu paladehe ityartaha. So therefore there is nothing like hetu and phala. In the absence of jati abhavat, in the absence of birth itself, there is neither cause nor effect. That we saw. Dharmaya iti jayante jayante tena tattvataha janmamayopamam tesham sa cha maya na vidyate. Dharmaya iti jayante jayante tena tattvataha janmamayopamam tesham sa cha maya. ये अपि आत्मनः अन्ये च धर्माः जायन्त इति कल्प्यते ते इति एवं प्रकाराः यथोक्ता संवृत्तिः निर्दिश्यत इति संवृत्त्या एव धर्माः जायन्ते न ते तत्त्वतः परमार्थतः जायन्ते यत् पुनः संवृत्त्या जन्म तेषां धर्माणां यथोक्तानां यथा मायया जन्म तथा तत् मायोपमं प्रत्येतव्यम्. Now see, ये अपि आत्मनः अन्ये, ये अपि आत्मनः अन्ये, they are all those things, whatever this आत्मनः अन्ये, the entities, भावाः, आत्मनः अन्ये च धर्माः, meaning all those entities, that is bhavas, objects and souls, jivas, etc., etc., other things, and अन्ये च, and other things, other whatever is born, dharmaha jayanta iti kalpyante, which are actually imagined as though they are born. Dharmaha jayanta iti kalpyante. They are imagined to be born. Because what are we trying when there is no cause and effect is cannot be proved, and everything is samvritya created through ignorance alone. So actually there is nothing is born, therefore there cannot be any cause and effect, and hence ye api atmanaha anye cha dharmaha, all those entities other than the soul, other than the Atmanaha Anyecha, all those things which are born Atmanaha from the self, all those which are born from the self, actually other things which are born, yepi Atmanaha Anyecha Dharmaha Jayanta iti Kalpyante. See? It is only imagined that they are born. Why? Te iti evam prakaraha yathokta samvrti nirdishyata. Now they, meaning te iti, माने वहाँ पे श्लोक में है te iti. Te iti means evam prakaraha, meaning what? The word iti, meaning of this kind, evam prakaraha. Iti evam prakara means what? Iti is referring to previous shloka. See, dharmaya iti jayante. What is iti? Iti means samvritya is the meaning. That means what? Iti evam prakara, meaning yathokta samvrtihi nirdishyata. It is indicating the word. Iti means what? Indicating the samvrti word which is in previous shloka. Samvritya we said, no? So that iti is indicating samvrti, nirdishyata. So iti meaning of this kind indicates what? Samvritya. Samvritya means empirical, whatever outlook, whatever we have seen earlier. That's all empirical creation. Samvrti means what? Empirical experience. Created by ignorance, apparently seen but not has got any stuff. They are only apparently seen. That's called samvrti. So this word, yati evam yat prakara, iti, yadharma iti in the word, this is referring to samvrti which has already been pointed out. Yathokta, already mentioned samvrti as mentioned before. It is word is pointing out to samvrti nirdishyata iti. Samvrityayeva dharmaha jayante. Meaning what? All these beings are actually born through samvriti eva, samvritya eva, meaning through concealment or through imagination, through maya, through ignorance. That is the meaning. So, samvritya eva dharmaha jayante. Na te tattvataha. See, they are actually not really born. They are not born of reality. They are all born of samvriti. Samvriti means imagination. They are not born. Paramartataha, there is no birth. Paramartataha, na tattvataha, meaning paramartataha na jayante. That is the meaning. Na te tattvataha paramartataha jayante. They are not really born, they are only apparently seen. See? Yat punaha tat samvritya janma tesham dharmanam yathoktanam yatha mayaya janma tatha tan mayopamam pratyetavyam. That means all those entities, again, all which are born, those birth, how then are to be understood? They are all to be understood that they are all born through Maya, through magic, through an illusion. It's a Maya creation. It is not, they are not really born, but through Maya they are born. Born means they are actually not born. Paramartataha na, but Maya born. See, janma tesham dharmanam janma, yathoktanam dharmanam janma, yatha mayaya janma. Just as magically something is created, something is produced through illusion, through magic, similarly they are all tan mayopamam pratyetavyam. This also has to be understood that these all these dharmas are actually not born, so they are born through Maya. Now immediately somebody asks a question. Oh, Maya nama vastu tarhi? Then there is something called Maya you are accepting. When you say Maya, through Maya everything is born, that means you are accepting the existence of Maya other than Paramatma. So acha Maya na vidyate, that Maya doesn't exist. Immediately it said, na evam, no, not so. Why? Because sa cha Maya na vidyate. Meaning Maya iti avidyamanasyakhyaha iti abhiprayaha. Maya actually relates to something avidyamanasyakhyaha, meaning it is something related to non-existing. Maya itself is not existing. So not existing means what? It doesn't exist independent of Brahman. It cannot be separated. It is the Brahman's capacity to appear as many. through his power of Maya. But that Maya has no satta, independent satta. Swatantra satta, it doesn't exist, it doesn't have. See, therefore, Maya itself it is being shown now. Katham ayupam tesham dharmanam janma iti aha. How come through Maya all these things are compared to, this birth is compared to, that is born through Maya only, magical birth. How? The Śloka is told again in 59th. Yatha Maya mayad bijat. B. If it is V, correct it. B. Bijat jayate tanmayom kuraha. Nasau nityo nachodchedi. Tadvad dharmeshu yojana. Yatha maya mayad bijat jayate tanmayom kuraha. Nasau nityo nachodchedi. Tadvad dharmeshu Yatha maya mayat amradi bichat. The magical seed, something a mango seed is created. Magical seed, it doesn't actually not create. So magic can be shown. Hypnotize. I can hypnotize you by showing a magic mango seed. Mango seed is sown, and in front of you the tree comes out. It's all hypnotism. Magic, not existing. I make you feel experience or something which actually doesn't exist. Similarly, yatha, just as maya mayat amrad bijat jayante tanmayo maya maya ankuraha. From that maya maya magical seed, maya maya magical sprout is born. See? And that sprout also is of illusion only. An hypnotist can make you feel that way. He can take you into that world of that maya illusory world and make you exactly feel that you are. You can make you see that's mango piece, maya seed, maya tree, everything can be done. Equally illusory. This is Majayante Tanmayo Maya Maya Ankuraha. See. Ankuraha. Nityahana Nacha Uchedi Vinashiva. So that sprout is neither eternal nor destructible. Is it not? That Maya Maya Ankur is there. Now that tell me, Ankur is Nityam, eternal or destructible? Neither you can call it as eternal nor you can call it as destructible. Na shashvataha na vinasha. It is neither eternal nor not eternal or destructible. See, nacha nityaha uchedi vinashi, that which vinashiva. Why? Abhutatvat. It doesn't exist first of all. How can you say that which doesn't exist, it's only in appearance? How can you attribute eternal, this is eternal, this is not eternal, destructible? These words also have no meaning. See? Nasau nityaha nacha uchedi. This magical sprout which is there, neither it is eternal nor destructible. Because it has no existence. See? Similarly, but the thing is that the reasoning, when we took reasoning, yojana means reasoning. The reasoning about birth and death in the case of objects also to be seen like that. This is how the vastu, that is dharmeshu janma nashadi yojana yuktihi. Janmeshu, dharmeshu, that is in all the birth and death of all the objects and everything, it has to be reasoned out in this way only. What is the reason? That when a thing doesn't exist, it is only an appearance, it can neither be called as eternal nor non-eternal or destructible. So same reasoning to be applied now. So, abhutatvat tadvadeva, similarly dharmeshu janma nashadi yojana yuktihi. Similarly, all those things which are experienced by us, the dharmas, janma and nasha are to be seen like that. Natu paramarthataha dharmanam janmaha nashava yujjata iti artaha. Meaning, in reality, from the standpoint of reality, paramarthataha, there is neither birth nor death of anything. It is only appearance. बात खत्म. अब इसको जो appearance है, why should you waste your time in cause and effect? Don't waste time. तो क्या करना है? चुपचाप अपना काम करते रहो. वो जैसा है वैसा करो. वो करना भी एक मिथ्या है. सो मिथ्या रोग, ड्रीम हंगर, ड्रीम फूड, ड्रीम थर्स्ट, ड्रीम ड्रिंकिंग, ड्रीम सारो, ड्रीम हैप्पीनेस. बस. तो पागल करना में पागल होता है. कुछ कुछ दिखता है उसको, डॉक्टर बोलता है कि हाँ ठीक है, जो दिख रहा है तुम्हारे लिए करेक्ट है. तो करना क्या है? तो इसीलिए तुम ऐसा करो. जो बच्चा भी है कुछ कुछ कल्पना करते रहते हैं कुछ चीज़ों में. दिस इज इमेजिन, दिस इज अ प्लेट, दिस इज अ वॉश बेसिन, दिस इज अ कुकर, दिस इज अ थिंग, समथिंग इमेजिन्स. इज इट नॉट? And they say they make cooking food also, they do, they serve also, they think it is a flight. There is a pencil टुकड़ा निकाल के वो फ्लाइट बोलता है, ये ऊपर उड़ रहा है बोलता है, इसमें आप बैठा बोलता है, क्या क्या ये बोलते हैं, बकवास. How do you play with the kid? You also become like that. If you say it is not flight, out, you are out. So if he says it is flight only. It is aeroplane only. मना करके देखो तो ये एक लात मारेगा फटक करके. हॉस्पिटल आपको भर्ती होना पड़ेगा. दैट व्हाट यू डू, एक्सेप्ट इट. इज इट नॉट? चलो हाथ गिराओ, मैं प्लेट दे रहा हूँ. बोला मैं हाथ में कोई प्लेट रखा, प्लेट है ही नहीं, तो बोलता है हाथ ऐसे रखो, मैं प्लेट रखा हूँ, गिर जाएगा प्लेट. अभी प्लेट नहीं ना. सो इन बिटवीन सडनली आई वांटेड टू स्क्रैच माई हेड, आई स्क्रैच्ड. अरे रे प्लेट को नीचे गिरा दिया तुमने. बोलता है प्लेट गिरा दिया. पागल है. सारे इडली डोसा सब गिर गए नीचे. आप मानते नहीं, आप बेवकूफ़ है बोलते हैं आपको. तो आपको मानना पड़ेगा कि नहीं आप बेवकूफ़ है. हाँ जी सॉरी हो गया, पूरा गिर गया. फिर ठीक है पोंछा लगा देते हैं, चलो टवल लाते हैं, फिर पोंछा लगाता है क्योंकि कुछ गिर गया सिर पे. फिर नया प्लेट लेके आता है, फिर हाथ में पकड़ो बोलता है. अब पिछली बार अब गलती नहीं करना आपको, दोबारा पकड़ कर रखना प्लेट. क्या है हाथ में? प्लेट है. उसी समय और कोई आता है, क्या आपको कुछ हाथ अटक गया इसी एंगल में? नहीं कुछ बीमार हो गया? नहीं कुछ नहीं, सब ठीक है. तो हाथ सीधा करो. नहीं मेरा अभी वो आएगा. कौन? अभी अंदर गया. क्यों? पराठा लाने. कहाँ रखेगा? इसी हाथ में. पागल है क्या? इसमें आ जाता है, इतने में वो भी आ जाता है, कुछ लेके आता है. है ही नहीं उसके हाथ में भी. वो कल्पना करते हैं कि पराठा मेरे हाथ में है, अब दादू के हाथ में डाल देते हैं. अब खाओ बोलता है. खाओ ना. हाँ खा रहा हूं. खाओ. ये सब क्या नाटक है? वास्तव में है ही कुछ नहीं वहां पे. आप 2 पराठा खा लिया, ज्यादा खा लिया, ये लो हाजमौला. नारायण. हाजमौला भी खाना पड़ता है. आप ये नहीं कैसे मैं कुछ खाया नहीं खाया, आप पेट ज्यादा खाया, अजीर्ण शक्ति जीर्ण शक्ति खो गए आप, इसलिए हाजमौला देता है. खाओ. हाजमौला है क्या? वो भी नहीं है. तो जैसे कि वो दुनिया में जो हम रहते हैं बच्चे, उसी तरह हम भी रह रहे हैं. तो इसीलिए गुरु लोग क्या करते हैं, इसका समर्थन देते रहते हैं. हम रोज शोक करते हैं, गुरु हमारा ऐसा हुआ, बोलो ठीक है. गुरु के हिसाब से कुछ है ही नहीं. अब तो बेवकूफ़ है, ऐसा बोल नहीं सकता गुरु बेचारा. तो गुरु भी कभी कभी नाचते हैं हमसे, हमारे साथ. दिस इज द मायापमम जगत. इसमें कोई सत्ता ही नहीं. एवरीथिंग इज लाइक दैट. बट येट नाटक करना है, करो. ये अजीब सा आनंद है बच्चों का. देखो बिना कुछ खेलते रहते हैं हाथ में, सब कल्पना. And you have to tune to his imagination. That is the challenge for elders. See? In Panchakula only, 1 week back I was there in Yajna. First time I went to that house. I just sat there. So I was playing with one kid. The other little girl is maybe around second standard, I think, something she's studying. She saw me. You are very naughty, Swami, you are. She said. So, you are very naughty, huh? Very naughty you are. She said. Everybody laughed. So I said, yes, I am very naughty. Tell me, why should I not be naughty? Tell me, I said. I want to be naughty. So why? What is the problem? Do you like it or not? Should I become serious? No. Play. तो बच्चों में सब बच्चों इनकी दुनिया अलग है. So you have to become like that. Actually speaking, it is nothing. But yet, we are always tossed up and down. We know it is nothing, yet we are tossed. That is Mahamaya. इसीलिए दैवी हेषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया. It is not easy to cross my Maya. It is not in your hand to cross this my Maya. See? Therefore, janma nasho va yujjata ityar. Paramarthataha, neither there is a birth nor death for the objects. Why? There is neither destruction nor eternity. Why? They themselves don't exist. Maya bija. Can you say it is eternal? No. Can you say it is destructible? No. नाजेषु सर्वधर्मेषु शाश्वता शाश्वताभिधा यत्र वर्णा न वर्तन्ते विवेकस्तत्र नोच्यते. नाजेषु सर्वधर्मेषु शाश्वता शाश्वताभिधा यत्र वर्णा न वर्तन्ते विवेकस्तत्र नोच्यते. परमार्थतः देखिए, तू आत्मसु अजेषु नित्य एकरस विज्ञप्ति मात्र सत्ताकेषु शाश्वतः अशाश्वत इति वा न अभिधा न अभिधानं प्रवर्तत इत्यर्थः. भैया, परमार्थतः, फ्रॉम द स्टैंड पॉइंट ऑफ रियलिटी, आत्मसु अजेषु आत्मसु, अजेषु माने विच आर नॉट बॉर्न, इन द एंटिटीज विच आर एक्चुअली नॉट बॉर्न, that is nitya ekarasa vignapti matra sattakeshu, which are actually the eternal one ekarasa homogeneous existence of consciousness or conscious existence, one homogeneous eternal conscious existence which has no birth. It is real, it is no birth. So paramarthatah tu atmasu ajeshu nitya ekarasa vignapti matrakeshu शाश्वतः अशाश्वतः इति, ये शाश्वत है ये अशाश्वत है, like this labeling, शाश्वतः अशाश्वतः इति वा न अभिधा अभिधानम प्रवर्तत. You cannot name them, label them as this is eternal and non-eternal. Why? There is only one. One is existing, not imagination. It is homogeneous, pure, eternal consciousness. It is not imagination. Only one is there. In that one, so from that point, standpoint of absolute truth, these words, abhidhana means words. Abhidhana means word. The eternal, non-eternal, see, shashvataha, ashashvataha va iti na abhidha, meaning na abhidhanam pravartata. See, they are not applicable. Shashvata iti ashashvataha abhidanam na pravartata, meaning these words are not applicable. This is nothing. So, yatra yeshu varnyante yaihi arthaha te varnaha. What are varnaha? See, na ajeshu sarvadharmeshu shashvata ashvatadavida yatra varnaha na vartante. Varna means what? Acharya Shankara says. Varna means shabdaha. Meaning, the word varna means all those things, dekhiye, meaning those by which, those things which are described through words. Yaihi yatra yeshu varanyante, all those which are described, arthaha, those objects, whatever they are called, they are described by what? That by which the objects are described. They are called words. Is it not? Because only with the Shabda Prayoga only we can speak about a Vastu. If there are no words, what can we speak about it? So words only describe the objects. If there are no words, no communication. So therefore, Varna means what? Those by which things are, those by which things are described. They are called Shabdaha. That is words. Words only describe things. And that is means what? Varnaha na pravartante. Here, with the case of reality, world of reality, what can your words describe? Tell me now. It is neither existing nor non-existing. Which one? Appearances, number one. But the reality cannot be spoken at all. It is beyond words. You cannot describe it. Anything like this. Ittham iti. It is like this. ऐसा describe नहीं कर सकते हैं. यत्र येषु वर्ण्यन्ते यैहि अर्थाः ते वर्णाः शब्दाः न प्रवर्तन्ते अभिधातुं प्रकाशयितुं न प्रवर्तन्त इत्यर्थः. Meaning they are not possible to be labeled or named or illumine or describe any vastu, that Paramatma, through words. See? They are not applicable here. Because it is absolute. How can you bring absolute into your words? How can you speak about infinity? How can you speak about that which is beyond the indriya, mana, buddhi? You cannot speak through words. Therefore, yatra varnaha na vartante. Where words cannot reach, what can you discriminate there? Vivekas tatra na uchyate. Therefore, Viveka means in that place, Viveka also is not possible, where you cannot describe anything. Because words cannot reach. Only words are used from distinguishing from one object from the other object. But their eternity is only one. That too it is beyond perception, beyond intellect and mind. Only one. So that one, how can you discriminate from what? Through what? Got the point? How can you discriminate one? You cannot. Through what? You cannot use words. Why? It is beyond words. See. Idam evam iti vivekaha viviktata tatra nitya anitya iti na uchyate. Idam evam iti. This is so indeed. Idam evam iti. This is so indeed. It cannot be said, aisa hai. This is so indeed. Idam evam iti. Vivekaha. Meaning viviktata tatra nitya anitya iti na uchyate. In other words, it cannot be called as eternal or non-eternal. Why? Words itself cannot reach there. Absolute, from the standpoint of absolute truth, it is not possible. Therefore, yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasa saha, Taittiriya Upanishad mein aa gaya, yato vacho nivartante, from where the speech has returned back along with the mind. Manasa saha, we thought of praising him, the tattva, the paramatatva, paramartha tattva, supreme reality, but then our words came back. Yato vacho nivartante. There from where the words have returned without reaching him, along with the mind, aprapya, without attaining him, aprapya manasasaha, along with the mind, it has come back to me. Why? We cannot speak about that supreme reality in any way. We cannot talk about it as eternal or non-eternal or this or that. Nothing can be said. Therefore, this is the meaning. Therefore, Paramartataha, from a standpoint of the reality, this nothing can be said about eternity or non-eternity. Because the world is neither eternal, non-eternal, because it is not born. When only one is there and the other doesn't exist, there also you cannot call it as eternal or non-eternal. And moreover, speech cannot go there. You cannot discriminate. To discriminate, no other thing exists other than him. उसको क्या कहें? चुप बैठो. That's it. यथा स्वप्ने द्वयाभासं चित्तं चलति मायया तथा जाग्रद्वयाभासं चित्तं चलति मायया अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं चित्तं स्वप्नेन संशयः अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं तथा जागृत् न संशयः यथा स्वप्ने द्वयाभासं चित्तं चलति मायया तथा जाग्रद्वयाभासं चित्तं चलति मायया अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं स्वप्नेन संशयः अद्वयं न द्वयाभासं. Good. Chalo, you see this page number 164, that is Advaita Prakaraṇa 29 and 30th verses. Advaita Prakaraṇa. यथा स्वप्ने द्वयाभासं स्पन्दते मायया मनः तथा जाग्रद्वयाभासं स्पन्दते मायया मनः अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं मनस्वप्नेन संशयः अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं तथा जागृन्न संशयः. सेम श्लोकास आपको याद दिला रहे हैं कि भैया हाउ कम यू से दैट दिस इज ऑल. देखो, वी हैव ऑलरेडी सेड that there the Jagrata and Swapnavastha discrimination. So as in Yatha Swapne Dvaya Abhasam, Abhasa only, as in dream consciousness, Chittam Chalati Mayaya. That consciousness, what is that? The Chittam, that is consciousness of the mind, vibrates. See? As though having Dvaya Abhasam, as though having dual things, dual functions, itself divided into two. Dichotomy created in the dream by the mind only. Similarly, Jagrat Dvayabhasam Chittam Chalati Mayaya. Similarly, in the waking state also, this consciousness is functioning as though having two facets. One is the seer and the seen. It is a division, dichotomy, an illusion. See? And there is no doubt. Advayam cha dvaya abhasam chittam sapne na samshayaha. There is no samshayaha that the consciousness, though one, even though it is one, appears in dream as two. See? Chittam swapne chittam Dvaya abhasam. Advayam cha. Actually it is one, but appearing as two in the dream. Similarly in waking state also, consciousness is one, but appearing as two. That is here in the scene. The division is illusion. But in the dream also what? The dream mind and the dreamer, dream objects and the dream mind, all those things. Similarly, yat punaha yaha pe vak gocharatvam. Vak yat punaha vak gocharatvam paramarthataha advayasya vijnana matrasya tan manasaha spandana matram na paramarthataha iti. देखिए, manaspandana matram, it is only vibration of air. Actually absolute consciousness. Yat punaha vak gocharatvam paramarthata advayasya. Whatever is seen, vak gocharatvam, which is actually, it becomes an object of speech. What vak gocharatvam means? Object of speech. Whatever is actually you are able to speak out as though it has become an object of speech. Vastutaha, in fact, it is absolute consciousness alone. Actually it is non-dual. That alone becomes an object of speech. And it is only because with spandana matram. It is only with this. See, speech is able to reach. Reach what? All this description you are able to see. Whatever you see, you are able to describe it through words. Why? Because it is become an object of speech. Why? It is divided into seen and the seer. Dichotomy. It is actually absolute consciousness. But this illusion is created. So in the plane of illusion, you are able to call it. You are able to use words to describe the objects. So, but actually not so in reality. Spandana matram. So what is this object of speech? Object of speech is nothing but vibrations of mind. Because mind vibrates, duality is seen and you are able to talk about it. The mind doesn't vibrate, no duality is seen, no words will come out as in deep sleep. Therefore, uktarthau sloko. Already this was explained earlier. Uktarthau sloko. The meaning of these slokas are already explained before. Okay? It's only spandan, mind alone creating this division. Now, next one. Itascha vāggocharasya abhavaha dvaitasya. Because of this reason also, duality, vāggocharasya, which is describable by words, actually does not exist. The duality which you are able to speak out through shabda. Because through shabda only you are able to speak about differences in objects, etc., etc. Experience, dharma, all this. In reality, the duality about which you are able to speak out through words. Yattam idam iti. This is like this. What you are able to speak, actually it doesn't exist. That is what is it. Swapnadruk pracharan swapne dikshu vai dasha sustitan andajan sverajan vapi jivan pashyatiyan sada swapnadruk pracharan swapne dikshu vai dasha sustitan andajan svedajan vapi jivan pashyatiyan sada. Meaning, the meaning of the verse is all variety of things, living beings, what you experience in the dream. Like andaja, born of eggs, svedaja, born of sweat or moisture. All those things, swapnadruk, swapne dikshuhu, by the dreamer, the one all these things are seen by the dreamer. When? Swapne, when he lives in the dream. And Dikshuvai Dashasusstitan, and he goes out, walks in all 10 directions. 10 means upar and niche, plus 4 cardinal points, plus 4 main directions. कितना हो गया पूरा? तो दशे मैंने दशे और वो भागता रहता है, दशों और वो हर जगह स्वप्न में. In all these things, Dashasusstitan, in all these 10 directions, whatever objects are there, whatever beings are there, he sees them in the dream. See? Actually, Jivan Pashyati Yan Sada, but actually what the truth is, all these, whatever he sees, they have no existence apart from the dreamer. Think, mind of the dreamer alone is become this Jagat. So what all he sees in the dream is nothing but the mind of the dreamer. अब थोड़ा देखेंगे अभी. सी स्वप्नान पश्यति इति स्वप्नदृक् प्रचरन पर्यटन स्वप्ने स्वप्नस्थाने दिक्षु वै दशसु स्थितान वर्तमानान जीवान प्राणिनः अंडजान स्वेदजान वा यान सदा पश्यति. यान जीवान सदा पश्यति. All those creatures are seen, which are seen by Swapnadrik, the seer of the dream. All those jivas which are seen by Sada Pashyati, Swapne, in the dream, while moving in the dream, in all places, in all directions, that are Andajan, Svedajan, all different varieties of beings, all these things are seen only in the dream. Therefore, यदि एवं ततः किम उच्यते, so what if he sees? ये श्लोक तो कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ थॉट. आपने कह दिया इस श्लोक में he sees in all dreams, in the dreams, in all 10 directions he sees all beings. तो क्या हुआ? तो क्या आगे देखो पहले. स्वप्न दृक् चित्त दृश्यास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदम् स्वप्नदृक् चित्तमिष्यते स्वप्नदृक् चित्तदृश्यास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदम् स्वप्नदृक् चित्तमिष्यते. ये दोनों साथ में देखना चाहिए, बिकॉज फर्स्ट श्लोक इज ओनली statement of an experience, relative experience. The dreamer goes in all 10 directions, he sees different objects, that's it, which are actually his own mind. वो ने बताया वहाँ पे. तो क्या, इसलिए पूछता है तो क्या माने संबंध में. यदि एवं ततः, यदि एवं, if it is like this, ततः किम, so what, तो क्या बताओ. बताते हैं स्वप्नदृक् चित्त दृश्यास्ते. All these things which are seen, which are the objects of the mind of the dreamer, actually they have no independent existence apart from their own mind. Although of his mind, apart from his mind. Meaning all those objects which are seen, they are non-different from his mind. Number one. Similarly, the mind of the dreamer, देखिए अब देखिए 3 चीज बताएं आप, सिंपल बता देता हूं आपको. वन इज ड्रीम ऑब्जेक्ट्स, ड्रीम माइंड एंड द परसीवर ऑफ द ड्रीम, दैट इज स्वप्नदृक्. ठीक है. ड्रीमर, वन हु सीज द ड्रीम, ड्रीम माइंड एंड ड्रीम ऑब्जेक्ट्स. और कहने की बात सिंपल है. व्हाट? जस्ट एज द माइंड, ड्रीमर्स माइंड एंड द ड्रीम ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर वन एंड द सेम, Just as the dream mind sees the dream objects and by the dreamer, similarly, this mind of the dreamer which is there, this also he becomes an object of perception of the dreamer only. There is no difference. Meaning, just as dream objects and the dream mind, there is no difference. Similarly, there is no difference whatsoever between the dream mind and the perceiver of the dream. वो भी mind है, तो perceiver is the mind. The mind is mind. Objects are mind. All three are one. See, Swapnadruk Chitta Drushyaste. Chitta Drushya meaning all the Chitta Drushyaha. Swapnadrush Chittam Swapnadruk Chittam. Tena Drushyaha Te Jivaha. Tataha Tasmat Swapnadruk Chittat Prithak na Vidyante na Santi Ityartaha. Meaning, see, all those creatures which are Swapnadruk Chitta Drushyaha. Meaning, objects of their perception. Swapnadruk Chitta Drushyaha. Chitta Drushya means objects of perception seen in the dream. It's a dream object which are seen in the mind, in the dream. Objects of perception. To whom? To the dreamer. To the consciousness of the dreamer. So Swapnadruk माने स्वप्न देखने वाला. Swapnadruk Chitta Drushyaha. Swapnadruk और स्वप्नदृक् का उसका माइंड और माइंड के द्वारा जो देखा गया दृश्य. सो स्वप्नदृक् चित्त दृश्याः. ये चित्त किसका है? स्वप्नदृक् का है. तो स्वप्नदृक् अपना चित्त या मन से मन के द्वारा जो दृश्य देखते हैं स्वप्न में, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्वप्नदृक् चित्त दृश्याः. ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, perception of the consciousness of the experiencer of the dream. Swapnadruk Chitta Drushyaha. Ye Chitta Drushyaha माने seen by the mind. But किसका है? Swapnadruk Chitta. This whose mind is this? The mind of the dreamer. Therefore, all those creatures, all bhavas, dharmas, etc., see, Te Drushyaha, all those scenes, whatever he sees, in fact, they don't exist, na vidyante. Why? Because there is no Advaita. Because everything is one. Made up of mind only. Te na vidyante. Tata prathak. Separately from the consciousness of the dreamer. देखिए, ततः पृथक न विद्यन्ते न संति स्वप्नदृक् चित्तात पृथक. It is not existing from the Swapnadruk Chitta, away other than, apart from the mind of the dreamer, the dream objects doesn't exist. Is it not? My Swapna dekh raha hu. Whatever I see in the dream objects, they are not separate from my mind. स्वप्नदृक् चित्तात पृथक न विद्यन्ते न संति इत्यर्थः. चित्तमेव हि अनेक जीवादि भेद आकारेण विकल्प्यते. It is mind alone takes different shapes. अनेक जीव भेद आकार. So many shapes and forms and images and people and animals and so many things, it is multiplied. Diverse objects in the dream. अनेक जीवादि भेद आकारेण विकल्प्यते. It's mind alone. It is taking different shapes of its own and presenting them to whom? To the dreamer. Tatha tadapi swapnadruk chittamidam tadrushyameva. So therefore, now important thing is, it is the, therefore tatha, similarly, idam माने this also, which is one. मैंने तीन बता दिया. पहले dream objects, dream mind and the dreamer. Similarly, this also, even idam means this. What is that? Swapnadruk Chittam. Even the consciousness of the experiencer of dream. Swapnadruk Chittam. Tad Drishyam eva. See? That also is only an object of perception to the dreamer. Idam tad drishyameva, merely an object of perception. That means the mind also is an object of perception. Even the dreamer is there, dreamer also is an object of perception of the consciousness. See, tad drishyam means the experience of the dreamer. Therefore, such a thing as consciousness has no existence. See, ataha swapnadrik vyatirekena chittam nama nasti ityartaha. Who is the dreamer? The mind alone. Who is the mind? Mind alone. What are the dream objects? Mind alone. Therefore, including the dreamer, the one who sees the dreamer, is also mind only. That means in the entire Swapna Jagat, the dichotomy which is created, actually it doesn't exist. The Bheda which is created, as though dream objects, dream mind and the dreamer, अलग अलग जो तीन चीज दिखाई पड़ता है स्वप्न में, वास्तव में ये तीन नहीं है. से चित्तम नाम नास्ति इति अर्थः स्वप्नदृक् व्यतिरेकेण. So other than the dream perceiver of the dream, one who is seeing the dream, other than the mind of the dreamer, there is nothing like mind. Other than that, there is nothing like objects in the dream. Other than your mind. Who is a seer? Wonderful. So, Chittam Nama. Therefore, such a thing as consciousness has no existence apart from the dreamer. The Chittam is there, Chitta consciousness. Dreamer के अलावा और कुछ है क्या? नहीं है. Though the perceiver himself is consciousness. So, this entire thing, the duality is dissolved. Therefore, देखिए. Means what? Whatever things you see in the Swapna, all those things स्वप्न दृष्टा के चित्त जो है उसी के दृश्य है. स्वप्न दृष्टा मैं हूँ, मेरा चित्त है और चित्त का दृश्य है. तो आप स्वप्न दृष्टा हो गए, स्वप्न दृष्टा का चित्त हो गए, फिर चित्त का दृश्य हो गए, तीन हो गए. तो स्वप्न दृष्टा का चित्त से भिन्न, माने जो चीज़ उनका जो अनुभव में आ रहा है, सारे जो चीज़ है स्वप्न दृष्टा के चित्त के भिन्न में, भिन्न से चित्त के भिन्न और कुछ नहीं है. दैट इज मीनिंग. कुछ है ही नहीं. चित्त को हटा दिया तो कुछ है ही नहीं. चित्त के भिन्न और कुछ है क्या? नहीं. चित्त से भिन्न नहीं. चित्त से भिन्न और कुछ है? नहीं. उसी प्रकार अब देखिए और आगे देखिए, अंदर जाएंगे. स्वप्न दृष्टा का चित्त भी तो उस स्वप्न दृष्टा का ही दृश्य है. देखिए, स्वप्न दृष्टा का चित्त भी स्वप्न दृष्टा का दृश्य है. माने पहले मैंने क्या कहा, विषय वस्तु दो दृश्य है, मन का दृश्य है, और मन है स्वप्न दृष्टा का दृश्य है. पहले अब वस्तु मन का दृश्य है, स्वप्न दृष्टा का मन, चित्त दृश्य. स्वप्न में चित्त दृश्य दो वस्तु दिखाई पड़ते हैं, सारे चीज मन का दृश्य है. और स्वप्न मन का, स्वप्न मन का स्वप्न दृष्टा का दृश्य है मन. आप अपने मन को जानते हैं कि नहीं? आप अपने मन को जानते हैं कि नहीं? आप अपने मन को देखता है कि नहीं? देखता है. दृश्य है कि नहीं? दृश्य है. स्वप्न में तो जिसका वो मन है वो भी मन है, तो मन करके कोई है ही नहीं उसके अलावा स्वप्न में. सो उसी प्रकार स्वप्न दृष्टा का चित्त जो है वो भी उस स्वप्न दृष्टा का ही दृश्य है. तो स्वप्न दृष्टा का चित्त स्वप्न दृष्टा का ही दृश्य. दैट इज द मीनिंग. माने चित्त से भिन्न दृश्यों, जो भी दृश्य है उन सबको ही देखता है मन, और चित्त को भी वही देखता है. चित्त को भी वही देखता है, चित्त का दृश्य को भी वही देखता है. तो जैसे आप चित्त दृश्य होने के कारण, चित्र दृश्य जो भी है, ऑब्जेक्ट विच आर सीन इन द ड्रीम होने के कारण, दृश्यों को, वॉट एवर इज सीन, चित्त से अभिन्न मानते हैं कि नहीं आप? जो चीजें आपको दिखाई पड़ रहे हैं चित्त में, स्वप्न में, वो सारे चीज अपना मन, जो चित्त में, स्वप्न में जो मन है, स्वप्न मन, उससे अभिन्न मानते हैं कि नहीं? मानते हैं। अच्छा, और आगे जाओ। इसी तरह फिर देखिए, माने दृश्यों को चित्त से अभिन्न मानते हैं। इसी तरह स्वप्न दृक् जो है, स्वप्न दृक्, और उनका दृश्य होने से, माने चित्त का दृश्य होने से जो दृश्य पदार्थ चित्त से अलग नहीं है, और स्वप्न दृक् से चित्त दृश्य होने के कारण, स्वप्न दृक् को चित्त दृश्य होने के कारण चित्त भी स्वप्न दृक् से अलग नहीं है। Simple. Say, therefore, all the three are mind only. Mane, other than that consciousness, there is nothing like perceiver, perceived, objects, dichotomy, everything. In the dream, everything is consciousness. This is the meaning. Therefore, अतः स्वप्नदृक् व्यतिरेकेण, स्वप्नदृक् जो है उनसे अभिन्न चित्त नाम करके कोई चीज नहीं है। बिकॉज वही चित्त है, वही चित्त है, वही चित्त दृश्य के रूप में प्रकट हो गया, वही दृक् देखता है, वही भोगता है, भोगने वाला भी वही है, देखने वाला भी वही है। तो वहाँ पे कोई भेद नहीं है। चरज्जागरिते जागृत दिक्षु वै दशसु स्थितान् अंडजान् स्वेदजान् वापि जीवान् पश्यति यान् सदा जाग्रच्चित्ते क्षणीयास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदम् जागृतश्चित्तमिष्यते। We'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.